was very important to me. And I won it. I was very happy about that. And then I went back to watch the VOD, and somebody asked who was playing, and I remember Menace13 saying MK Storm. And I will never let that one down. So I know how much getting the name wrong can really hurt somebody's feelings. Instead, we're going to see if the Sylvanos or the Shovel Knight's going to be the feeling hurter in this one. Ophelia kind of getting punched around at the beginning of this set so far. And, you know, what? I think there's probably a good number of people in the chat, including myself, who, given these are two relatively obscure characters in terms of Rivals of Aether, who are just thinking, what the hell happens in this matchup?
Well, we're gonna be seeing. I'm honestly very curious how clutch Veapron's anti-assault game plan is actually. So far, it's looking pretty good. But the biggest thing that SK actually has in this matchup over a lot of other characters is really reliable and safe ways of dealing with flowers on the ground with their bounce.
It makes a lot of sense, and I know you said that we're going to see a lot of Howl, but I did not expect this much Howl already coming out.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that actually instant uppy follow up there. I don't know if that was completely true, but just a great way to find that first kill there for no, that was for Ophelia, excuse me. Yeah, I gotta get used to who's who. I've got some very misleading, not misleading, but just long tags, and dyslexic brain is going, no, don't bother.
Yeah, no, I think you consider Ophelia very firmly planted in the ground.
Truly.
Alright, so I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, Ophelia very, very firmly planted, also very happy to uproot everything, including Veapron's chances of winning this game if she has any shot at it.
No double jump.
Right now it's the disadvantage percent so far, like you say, no double jump. I think it's going to be okay for Veapron to be able to make it back to stage, but you're going to have to be dealing with the pressure that Sylv is able to throw at somebody in advantage. It's really where this doggo is at their strongest. I say that getting a little bit greedy there with the backer, just getting caught out with a great down smash from Veapron.
Yeah, Veapron, you just kind of slipped sliding right on in there. I did not even realize that the momentum mail was already on the board. The 982 and climbing in terms of gold. You know, late game Shovel Knight this early in is kind of scary to deal with.
Something I'm sure that Veapron and Ophelia, you know, is something you have to be noticing right now if you're the Shovel Knight in this matchup. Actually, great up smash there to find out of the side. V just catching the Misty Eye. Is that Ophelia's going for a lot of just instant up beat and trying to find converts that, not deciding to kill the flower there. But that's something I don't see out of Sylvanos too often. I have been around enough Sylvs in my day to say that is different to me. I don't know if it's necessarily away from what people are doing at the moment, but it seems a little bit different. I think great conversion there to just waveland out of that backer for the quick hit to turn it into something. Run those seeds off stage. Good poke there from Veapron. Is he going to be able to turn it into a kill, though? Ophelia, off the side of the stage, does find that up smash. Going to reset up the flower on the ground. Now Shovel Knight just getting beaten really hard, catching it at every single angle so far. Ophelia.
Oh my god.
Doing a really good job of just staying on top of everything that Veapron's trying to get. Doesn't quite find the confirm because there's no grass. It's not going to be the kill found there, and is that going to be an opportunity for Veapron to bring this one back?
Oh, what a moonwalk coming out from Ophelia.
Wow.
And, oh, wow. Immediate down strong. This is a lot of howls. This is a lot of new stuff. And this is a lot of effort to try and keep up with this, but this is also a lot of fun to watch.
Kind of showing off some technical prowess there, going for a lot of different options there. We kind of saw the Shovel Knight start to fall apart in the later stages of that game. And it kind of turned into a show of Ophelia just showing off what she's capable of doing. And whether or not that's going to be the running succession of this set, or if there's going to be something different coming out of Veapron, is going to be important because, you know, we always talk about adjusting, but it's such a big topic because this is such it's a long format, you know, first to 5, best of 9. It is daunting. It's a lot of games to play against one person. You need to be constantly adapting to play at your tournament pace. Apparently you just have to charge a down smash, and sometimes you'll find something good there. First stock over the Shovel Knight of Veapron.
Yeah, Veapron, you know, unfortunately going to be missing out on the fish there, so not quite going to be able to buy any armor anytime soon. But, you know, Ophelia, this is really interesting to me that Veapron's counter pick was the Endless Abyss instead of Ophelia's, this is generally considered a very good Sylv stage.
I think it's kind of providing, you know, some room for Shovel Knight to really cover a lot of ground with side B, is what I'm noticing. There haven't been too many flowers coming down. I think that's really hurting. Great back air from Ophelia. Take that stock out of the way.
Oh, and Veapron in a bad position here. This could be an extended edge guard coming out from Ophelia. Upstrong is actually doing so much work, covering the one blind spot that Sylv tends to have in neutral or in advantage. But Ophelia getting knocked right off the side, not quite going to lose the stock just yet, slipping right back on. You'd think that Ophelia is the one with momentum mail right now.
Slippery slidey doggo. She's been doing a really good job of holding down the stage, and that's really what you need to do. Again, one of these more zoner-focused characters in Sylvanos. Quick little forward smash there, but a 91% already on this Shovel Knight. Do have the momentum mail on board, so it's just a little bit heavier. Quick combo found off the side of the stage there to get Ophelia off. Now it's not really looking, it's not looking good for her at the moment. She's starting to lose a lot of percentage to this Shovel Knight, but obviously Sylvanos has the option to just go for some wacky combos and get some insane amount of percentage there. But first thing she needs to do is seal that stock, and I think she's done it. 65% to work with now. Small lead for Veapron, but see if he's able to actually clean this one up, or if it's just going to be Ophelia taking a second point off the board. You're saying that this counter pick is usually supposed to be for Sylv, but so far the Shovel Knight looking comfortable.
Yeah, and that mobile gear means that there's so much space that Ophelia isn't going to be able to cover. It immediately making me eat my words with that parry. But like, Ophelia can't really stay as grounded against the mobile gear, assuming that Veapron can play to his game plan. But I don't know, she's honestly looking like she can mount this comeback, but not the Downstrong has anything to say about it.
Fire in the flames until you beat the grass dog, apparently. There it is. Socke sealed out. That's game number 2. 1 point apiece between Veapron and Ophelia. And that game looked just a little bit more comfortable from the Shovel Knight. It just, you know, kind of more well-seated, kind of knew what to do, deal with the Sylvanos. And see where the band stages come through. Obviously was comfortable, like you said, on Endless Abyss. It does feel weird to me that that's where we went. Instead, we're going to go to the home stage of the Sylvanos here on Forest Floor. See if getting those spectators in the background cheering for Ophelia is going to be what she needs to start to bring this set back into her favor.
Yeah, but really interesting thing coming out from, like, this pick coming out from Ophelia very much plays well, it bodes well for her playstyle, because those howls are knocking them into the perfect position to get a strong follow-up on the side platforms. Like, this is such a good pick for Ophelia here. And no platforms even needed, like just the strongs in neutral sometimes. Speaking of which,
yeah, sometimes that's all you need. I mean, a quick little edge guard is going to be able to seal that stock. And we'll see whether or not Ophelia can keep this lead going, or whether or not it's going to be a quick conversion here from Veep. We're gonna have to just try and I'm gonna have to shorten that one. Veep probably just a little bit too much, but I mean, Veapron's also being a little bit too much for Ophelia at the moment. He's been able to really hold down the side of the stage. She finally gets some setup back, and now actually a really good string, 64%. Onto that Shovel Knight. I think that might... No, it's not going to seal the stock. Going for the up smash to try and mix up the DI, but it didn't end up working. Ophelia's holding on.
And Ophelia is just holding onto this stock for dear life. You know, she just does not want to lose it just yet. Just trying to get as much damage as possible. Finally going to go down past 150. But the question is, can you seal out this stock anytime soon? That momentum mail is going to make things very difficult. And I don't know if Veapron's going to be able to die anytime soon.
85% found from that, like, long-winded string there. Isn't going to be enough, though. As Ophelia is able to find that stock pickup, but I would say kind of job done there from Veep. Just able to, yes, even the game up just in that one string, and manages to find a Misty Eye on the forward smash. Now we're sitting even 0, was at 0% apiece, but now Ophelia is starting to build a lead on this final stock. 68%, great up smash, could up be there kind of as a spot dodge to get those iframes and then turn it around. Wait, just so much percent coming out of Ophelia so far. She's been really in control of this final stock. Off the side of the stage is double fair. It's point number 2 from the home stage advantage taken from Ophelia.
Right, and just like that, 2-1, Ophelia favored. A very different way. Oh, going back to Jules, I don't know. Like, I feel like with the way how Ophelia plays, this is actually such a good stage for her. Any stage with a platform that's like closer to the middle of the stage, that lets her set up a howl directly into a down strong, an F strong, an up strong. I literally imagination at this point. Just feels so scary to play against Ophelia.
I'm gonna argue with you on that.
Yeah.
That platform is not close to the center of the stage ever.
Yeah.
I would say 70% of the time it is closer to a Truffle Pond platform than it is to like a Blazing Hideout platform. You know?
Yeah, but with a player as creative as Ophelia, I think this is as close as you really want to allow it to be to the center.
That's fair. That's fair. It might be just enough time for her to find something to work with, but it's so far that down smash has been able to really work out for Veep. Just been able to find stocks with it throughout the set. Wasn't able to find it there. Let's see whether or not that's going to be a reoccurring trend. The up air chases.
Oh my god.
Great side B chase.
Second time we see a kill like that this set as well.
Yeah, just another big chase off the top, and it's going to give Veep the advantage. Not quite finding that F smash off the house.
Just barely sliding right past that F strong, and you know, Ophelia has to find a way how to seal out the stock really, really quickly. Veapron's going to run away with this lead, and he's already doing so much damage. The reverse up strong of all things.
Isn't going to be enough to seal it out. 165 though, but really so much additional percent has been added on from Veep. Let's see if that's going to be enough to really turn this like kind of set count around for Veep. This has been a very good start. First 2 minutes of this game, these games have been relatively low paced in terms of time per stock, but there's no Zetterburn in terms of that, but high pace in terms of the play from these two. They're chasing very effectively and staying on top of one another. There's been almost no downtime. I say that and immediately 2 stocks go down, but Ophelia is really the one on the back foot.
Yeah, and that gear is going to be so instrumental once again for dealing with that with that neutral, with that grounded neutral coming out from Ophelia. And Veapron's already racking up so much damage, but Ophelia trying to find the way back, trying to find the way to, you know, seal out this stock at the very least and perhaps make a comeback. But I don't know, Veapron still in a relatively good position.
Batting off the side of the stage right now, Ophelia. This is what she needs to get right now. She needs to be playing as kind of defensively as possible and really make this stock last. Great mix-up there, not going for the chomp after the up B. It's kind of been like a reoccurring trend for her so far, but and again, great spot dodge usage there with the up B. I'm really liking this. This is a side of Sylv I haven't seen. Oh, and I see that the up smash there, just straight off the top, kind of an unexpected moment for a kill to come through there from Veep, and does manage to even it up 2-2.
Yeah, Opelia's falling behind a little bit now. I think the biggest thing is that I think Vip has gotten a really good read on what item to buy for one. I think the relic, the molded gear is working out really well for recovery, because not only does it hinder Ophelia from playing on the ground, it clears out flowers like a beast.
Oh shoot, I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, it completely just removes grass, and when you're as howl-based and as grass-based as Ophelia like to play, both of you like to obviously howl, and especially grounded up special, you just start completely locked out of that option a lot more when Veapron decides to pick that item.
All I've been able to think since you said that is lawnmower.
Oh shoot.
It kind of is a lawnmower, isn't it? Oh,
oh my goodness, there's been a bit more going through Veep's head so far. Ophelia getting a big anchor to the head there, just taking her down. That's first stock in favor of Veep, and is that pressure going to continue? It seems like a great string to open up the second stock.
Yeah, and this is early game Shovel Knight already doing so much damage and racking up more. This could be another
Oh
my god.
Great chase there from Veep. Just staying on top of the game there. And this is really looking Veep favored. Strange, this is one of Ophelia's counter picks. And oh, is she actually going to be able to turn this one around at any point? This has been looking all Shovel Knight favored so far. Great string. I think he found most of that 114 off of the one conversion, just staying on top of where the Sylvanos wants to be. Let's see, again, staying ahead of the play. So far, Veap's been one step ahead so far this entire game.
Yep. You know, Veap right now has a actually like over the top read on Ophelia's chosen defensive options, and also the DI. Honestly, has been casting a lot of DI and just getting huge conversions on every turn.
It's been what's working out. I mean, I was worried about kind of the technical prowess from Ophelia at the beginning of the set, and she was able to get some very, very nice combos, some very nice conversions.
Oh my god.
Very nice reads, but right now it's looking all in favor of Veap. 186 on this Shovel Knight, but we can't forget that there's 2 stocks missing on the side of Ophelia. She does manage to take 1 in favor, but it looks like, very close with that backer. That would have sealed it. It's not like there's too much left.
Veap's not even opting to go for more gold, because why go for more gold when you can just go for gold? Veap is going to take the 3rd game in the first of 5, right? Yeah, but this is where you have to figure out, do I still have my mental on point, right? Because as far as, you know, a standard tournament set is concerned, you're done here, right? This is usually a best of 5. You've already got 3 games on the board, and Ophelia immediately going to take it back to Forest Floor, a stage where, you know, she looked relatively comfortable on, but just Veap was outplaying her.
Yeah, DSR is definitely available here if Veap wants to call it anytime soon. Given this was the last stage I believe won on for Ophelia, but going back here regardless, not too worried about it. Obviously does have the option to, but you know, if there's some confidence there, you don't want to mess up your mojo. You don't want to. You've been working so well so far. Down smash is going to take it. Maybe that momentum has swung. Maybe those the home stage advantage once again working out. Pressure so far. Now we're seeing Veap trying to turn it back as Ophelia taking so much. What a chase off the top and killed with the upward hitbox of up B. Great conversion from Veap. That is, what a way to take that first stock.
I cannot believe that of all the things, you know, Ophelia managed to DI away from the sweet spot, but just gonna be taken right off the top. You know, it feels like there's no real escape from Veap's options here, but Ophelia trying to get her combos in, trying to get that damage in, and I don't know, this is looking good.
I mean, they're basically even now, which is something to be said given how early that first stock was taken. It's been a really good comeback for Veap, but Ophelia is starting to really kind of power this one back. We've seen the momentum swing back and forth. It's a bit of a pendulum between these two. See whether or not that continues to be the trend. Ophelia just kind of getting poked out in the middle of the stage right now. Whoever takes the stock is really going to take a mental advantage for this next set, or this next stock. And I think, yeah, there it is. Not only do you have that percent, I don't think it's going to be a huge percent advantage at the end of the day, although Ophelia really could convert this into a lot if she can hold on to this second stock for as long as possible, get some tags in. Ooh, there's potential there with the B-Stash to convert into something more.
And the back smash. Yeah, the back smash of all things, going to put Ophelia in a really bad position here. And just like that, oh my god, Veap just won't stop swinging. This is looking like The Simpsons where, you know, Bart's just like, I'm just gonna start swinging my arms around and moving at you, and if you get hit, it's your fault. And Ophelia does not want any part of that.
Shovel Knight, Bart Simpson with a weapon. See how many problems that one's causing on the natural wildlife. And hopefully somebody can restrain this man soon, because he's been doing a number on Ophelia so far in her home territory. Next it's going to be the forest, and he came with a shovel because he's ready to dig graves. He's been doing such a good job of turning the set completely around. I'd say that though, Ophelia actually starting to find some strings, but there's so much damage coming out of the Shovel Knight. Veap just, regardless of percentage right now, Veap just seems to have more confidence.
Yeah, and this is one of those moments where both of them are at relatively close percent, but only one of them's really at kill percent, and win condition on board, and Veap, side B right off the side.
Really good way to just hold that edge guard down, using that rock to just, you know, make it difficult for Ophelia to make her way back to stage, and now she really has to start thinking of new options, because she could be on the final 3 stocks that she gets today, the end of this Wednesday. She might just have to go to bed without having the set taken in her favor.
Yeah, you know, interesting thing. You know, this is the second of our first of 5s, but if it continues in this way, we're not going to have the repeated game 9s that we've seen from the previous weeks, which, you know, would be unfortunate, but at the same time, it's just a testament to how good some of these players are. Veapron's playing absolutely beautifully, but Ophelia just dashing and darting across the stage like nobody's business, and nobody can really catch her right now.
Josh, I know you're desperately trying to forget the peak purgatory that we were stuck in, but this is actually a third set.
Oh.
I imagine you probably tried to work that one out of your brain. That would
I straight up did not remember.
Yeah, no, we had some purple paradise at the beginning of this set, but or the beginning of this session. But you know, since then we've had a gradual progression away from it. I don't think we've seen it so far in this set. You did see Gun Mario picking it up the one time. Oh, what a chase there with the up B to cover the platform, grabbing the sweet spot hit of that chomp, and that is first stock picked up for Ophelia.
Right, and really interestingly, you know, Veapron this time around going to be picking up the gear early rather than picking up the momentum mail. So it's a very different buy than we're used to seeing, but it's working out quite well. Ophelia just barely going to die from that. I honestly think that was really good DI, but you know, unfortunately, there's sometimes there's only so much you can do.
Sometimes you need to have robot DI. It's not always available right now, but Veep is playing a little bit robotic right now, just getting a lot of these coverage options, reacting almost instantly. That is to say that, you know, he's got the read down, he knows what he's doing. And that's really when we've seen him at his strongest, is when he has the read, has the idea of where Ophelia is going to be going. You know, it's not really... I don't know, it has been struggling in the neutral, I think is probably the right way to say it. But as soon as he has these advantage states where he just feels, see, like right there, chasing that jump, it's looking very comfortable right now from Veep, and he's found so much percent while I've been talking. Somebody just putting himself to work instead of, you know, mucking around too much. Like, it's been very confident play from the last, like, I don't know, 30, 45 seconds from Veep. We'll see if Ophelia is looking to turn that one around now. Chase off the top, and there it is with the up air, going to be sealing it out. One stock left for Ophelia at the moment. That's off the side. See if Veapron has the room to try and seal this one out before going down to that final stock, or whether or not Ophelia can make the comeback run she needs to find right now. 50%. Could be halfway through that final stock.
Yeah, and just like that, Veep is, you know, so close to death and dancing on the edge of it, but at the same time, Ophelia is getting closer and closer to the end of her set.
She needs to find something. Yeah, I was gonna say she needs to find something right off this edge guard. There's not too many options left there. Obviously, 70% right now on the Sylvanos. So she has been looking very in control since the start of this. This is probably the last, I don't know, since the start of this 5th minute of game. Excuse me, 4th minute? What are we at? I think we're at the 4th minute of the game right now. I don't think these two are too concerned about the clock right now, though. Veep trying to get the set done before bedtime. I think that's the only clock he's looking at the moment. Now keeping a lot of pressure off the side of the stage. So now Ophelia does manage to get a landing back. We're seeing these two slow it down a little bit. I like that, using the parry, but really doesn't punish the Shovel Knight too badly. Is now chasing with that up smash. Great DI, but it's not enough. And game 5 going into the pocket of Vaporeon.
God damn it.
Over Ophelia. I'm not gonna
God damn it. You really had to fucking call him Vaporeon.
Yep.
We really did not go the entire set without calling him Vaporeon.
Yep.
We really did not. Oh my god. I only feel sad about Veep.
Took a deep breath and decided violence there.
Dear lord. Alright. Really good set, overall, I'd say. I honestly really like how Veep handled this matchup, especially dealing with flowers. Especially, like, honestly, on some of the stages that weren't Jules Vale and, the ones that actually had, like, top platforms. Veep actually just opted not to focus as much on the flowers, which I think was actually a pretty correct choice, because just going out of his way to deal with them, this wouldn't have been worth it in a lot of cases, and he just kind of ended up playing most of the regular neutral. And I honestly feel like Ophelia's the way Ophelia wants to play didn't work out as well as you probably hoped for on Frozen. In all honesty, like, I kind of understood what the point of the game plan was, but I feel like Veep